Hi everyone, I'm Jay Sullivan. We are currently at the 119th VFW National Convention, where we are grabbing people who walk by to kind of tell us their story and what they went through and where they came from and all that. So stay tuned with our interviews. Hi everyone, we're back with our first interview, and would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about you?
My name's Doug Wood. I'm from Littleton, Massachusetts, about 20 miles outside of Boston. I've retired from the Navy after 20 years riding submarines. I'm the state judge advocate for the Department of Massachusetts. This is my first convention, and I'm glad to be here. Made state or All-American District Commander last year. So
congratulations.
Thank you. So,
what's your favorite thing about the convention so far that you've seen?
There's workshops and stuff learning about to further benefit the veterans that we serve.
Right. Awesome. Thanks for talking
Thank
to
you.
us.
No problem.
Right. Have a nice day.
Thanks.
All right, we're back with another interview, and would you like to tell us about yourself, sir, and kind of where you're from?
I'm Roger Allison. I'm from St. Louis.
And why are you here? What have you done?
I'm a member of the VFW, and so come to the National Convention to find out what's going on with the larger organization.
And what was your service?
I spent 14 months in the Korean Peninsula in 1980 and 81.
And so far, what has been your favorite thing of being around the convention, and what have you seen?
The memorial service today. They had the local director, the director of the World War I Memorial, National Memorial here, and he gave a speech. And he's originally from Australia, and he shared with us a perspective of war in the 20th century. And I think it's very important particularly for Americans to remember that, and I think veterans know this, that we've worked with other countries, been allied with other countries, and war is a universal horror. And of course, veterans of foreign wars, most of us know that more than anybody else.
Yeah. Well, is there anything you would like to add for people watching, or just real quick?
Well, no one does more for veterans than the VFW.
All right, well, thanks for talking with us, sir.
You betcha.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, we are back with another interview, and would you like to tell us about yourself, sir?
Yeah, I'm Glenn. I'm from New Hampshire, southern part, Hudson, New Hampshire. First time here at any VFW convention.
Can you tell us a little bit about your service?
I was in Vietnam for a while. I got there in December '68 and left in March '71. Did convoy escorts for a while, and then I was a correspondent for a year.
Can you tell us why you're here today?
Why I'm here today? The department asked me to be on the Foreign Service and National Security Committee, and I thought that would be kind of fun, so I volunteered to come.
And so, since you've been here, what has been your favorite thing that you've seen all day or done?
Oh, there's too much to pick out a favorite. I've had a ball doing everything. Learning about membership, seeing all the exhibits, you name it. There's just too much here to pick out a favorite.
Is there anything else you would like to add for people who are watching this? And
it's a great way to learn about the organization. There's a lot of stuff I found out in the last couple of days that even as a post commander I didn't know about.
All right. Cool. Well, thank you for talking to us today and giving us some of your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. We are back with another interview, and would you like to tell us about yourself, sir?
Hi, I'm Rex Brown. I'm from Pennsylvania, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. We're here. We're getting an award, and first time convention here in Kansas City. Quite a venue.
What award are you getting today?
We're getting an outstanding community service award.
Oh, okay, cool. So can you tell us a little bit about your service, just real quick?
The service that I...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was in the Army years and years ago. And after my combat tour overseas, came back, and a few years later got involved with the Guard and Reserve. And in my golden years, I left the Army and went to the Air Force and retired Air Force.
Hey, what is being here today? What is the favorite thing that you've seen here, done here today?
Favorite thing that I've seen done today? We've attended a number of meetings. impressed by the amount of services that are being provided for the veterans and the outreach that is available.
So say overall, this convention's very good and very.
It's exceptional.
Is there anything else you would like to add to anyone watching this about you or about the VFW?
Well, again, nobody does more for veterans than the veterans of foreign wars, and we're pretty darn proud of that.
Right. Well, I'd like to thank you for your time and talking to us today. So,
Thank you.
yep.
Thank you.
Everyone, today we have a post commander here with us today. So, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself and about all that.
Sure. My name's Izzy Abbas. I'm the former commander of VFW Post 1, which is located in Denver, Colorado. I myself am an Army Desert Storm veteran. I like to think I used to be one of the young guys when I joined the VFW, but now I guess I'm older. But a lot of people don't realize that Post 1 is located in Denver, Colorado. In 1899, there were groups from the Spanish-American War that met in September through December in Colorado, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. Colorado, because we've met every month since December 1899, when the three groups merged in 1914 and formed the VFW, they said, you guys are Post 1. So that's really proud to be a member of Post 1, and I was commander for 5 years.
Awesome. So, are you from around Denver?
Born and raised in Colorado. There's not that many of us left anymore. It seems like everybody's moving to our state. It's pretty popular.
All right, so, is there any specific reason why you're here today at the convention, or just attending to attend?
Well, we're attending. Post 1 has a big display here. We made glass-blown poppies to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. So I'm out here with that. Also, my company, Novation, is working with VFWs all around the country. And we've got a great project with them where we're bringing 3 years of free dish TV service to the Post. And I see this as a great way for us to save money to Post so they can provide more services to veterans.
Awesome. So, since you've been here, has there been anything that standed out to you that you've enjoyed outstandingly more than anything else? Or that you've seen?
For me, the big thing is just connecting with other people throughout the United States at veteran organizations all across the country. So I just spoke with somebody from Hawaii, and after that, I spoke to somebody from North Carolina. We're talking opposite ends of this country, and they're all here together. And they're all unified with one thing, and that's to provide better service to our veterans.
Yeah, and you would have never been able to meet those people if it wasn't for this.
No. Or it would have been a very slow process and a long drive.
Or a boat
Or
from Hawaii.
Correct.
So is there anything else you would like to tell the people watching this about anything you've talked today or anything else?
The one thing I would say is, the VFW is not the image that most people have of a bunch of cranky old guys wearing funny hats, sitting in dark bars, drinking cheap beer and smoking. The key thing that we're doing in the VFW is really focusing on legislation and efforts to support veterans. So the reason we have a GI Bill, the reason we can buy a home for a lot less than anybody else, and the reason we have a healthcare system is because of the work the VFW and the other VSOs have done. That's why younger members have to become members of these organizations to take care of those coming behind them.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to thank you for talking to us today.
Great to talk with you.
All right, thank you, and thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you.
We have another person here to interview, so if you would like to tell us about yourself, kind of where you're from. And
Frank Bennett. I'm from the state of Maryland. Grew up in Baltimore City. Now live in Baltimore County.
Nice. So what service have you done?
I was in the Army, but was drafted in 1968. Went to Vietnam.
And so why are you here today at the convention?
I'm a delegate for my post, and I'm also on a national committee.
What post are you from?
Post 1858, Sergeant Henry Gunther Post. Last man to die in World War I. They just said that this morning.
And so how many days have you been here at the convention?
I got in yesterday.
Okay. So since you've been here, what has been your favorite thing that you've done or seen around here?
Well, I look at everything when I come in.
Yeah. So you just say the convention overall is just a great thing?
Oh, yeah. And then at the night, camaraderie. You go to hospitality rooms,
Mhm.
so you know what's going on.
And what do you think about the VFW thing?
Well, like I say, I've been a member since 1971.
Mhm.
I joined in August of '71, and by January of '72, I was a life member.
So is there anything else for the people who's watching this that you want to tell them? Anything?
If you got problems and you're having problems with the VA trying to get it taken care of, the VFW service officers take care of your wishes. In other words, they get it taken care of for you. They can do it faster than you can get.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for giving us your time and talking to us today.
All right.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome back, and we have another person interview here today. Would you like to tell us about yourself, sir, and where you're from?
My name is Dennis Howland. Actually, I grew up in Missouri, not very far from Kansas City, but I'm from Utah now. And, United States Marine Corps, served in Vietnam in 1966 and 67.
And I see that you were a state commander. Would you like to talk
State commander.
about that?
Yeah, it was, I actually, except for the department chaplain and quartermaster, I've held every position from the post out that the VFW has to be elected to. Great crew, great team.
Is there any specific reason why you're here today? And
Here for the convention.
Just for the convention.
Yeah, my wife is the department treasurer, so she's here as well. And we came for the convention. We just recently dedicated a replica of the Vietnam Memorial in Utah. It's about 83% the size of what it used to be. And so wanted to come back. Wanted to have a chat with Chief Harmon. He was supposed to come back and dedicate with situations came up, business, and he couldn't come back. But we're back. It's coming home too. So it's for us, it's a homecoming and family reunion and convention. Conventions are always good. You learn so much at conventions.
would you like to tell us about this little guy right here?
Oh, this is Tufan. Tufan is my little pup. He helps me here and keeps me from walking further than I'm supposed to. I have heart disease based on it, my exposure to agent. He restricts me from walking farther than I'm supposed to.
Keeps you in line.
He's a big boy. He's the boss.
Well, would there be anything that you would like to tell people watching? Anything at all?
Well, if you want to come to a great place and visit and you can't make it to Washington, D.C., Layton, Utah is a lot closer and we have a wall for you to see. It helps a lot of people with closure, hosts our families with closure, and we think it's going to be remarkable. And if you're not a VFW member, high time you find a recruiter and sign up because it's the greatest organization there is.
Well, I'd like to thank you for talking to us today and giving us your time.
Sure.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome back with another interview. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir? Tell us about you.
I'm Oliver Brooks. I'm from the state of New Hampshire. It's my first time at a national convention. I've been in VFW for 10 years, I guess. Then a past commander, district commander, and I'm enjoying it. This is wonderful.
And I see on your hat there it says Vice Commander. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm the vice commander of District 1, which is one of the districts inside the state of New Hampshire. And we have all the posts in the northern part of the state of New Hampshire. So Canada, about halfway down to the
Can you tell us a little bit about your service and what you've done?
I served in the United States Air Force from 61 to 65. I was stationed in stateside for the first 2 years, and then all over the Far East in the next two more years. I'm a Vietnam veteran, too.
So is there a specific reason why you're here today, or just attending to attend?
Well, I always wanted to visit a national convention, and this is the first time, so I'm going to come back.
So what has been your favorite part of what you've seen or done here today, out of anything?
I'm amazed at the exhibits and the number of organizations and exhibitors that are here to help other people. It just seems like I can't get enough information.
Not enough information.
I'm gathering lots of information.
Not enough is, or way more than you need is better than not having enough.
That's true.
So is there anything you'd like to tell people who are watching this, or just anything at all?
If you're a veteran, I'd like to see you join the VFW. No one helps the veterans more than the VFW.
All right. Well, if that's all you have to say, then I would like to thank you for giving us your time and talking to us
Thank
today.
you very much.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another interview. Would you like to tell us about yourself, sir, and what you've done?
My name's Tim Sloan. I'm currently from the state of Louisiana. I was last year's state chief of staff. I've been a post commander, a district commander, and I am the commander of the district honor guard right now.
Would you like to tell us about your service and what you've done?
I was in the Air Force for 22 years. I was a special operations combat weather technician. I was stationed with the Army Special Forces for 18 years, and I was in Panama, Bosnia, Kosovo, Haiti, and Iraq during all those conflicts, and doing the weather and going in with the teams and having a good time.
If someone could take you back, would you do all that over again?
Oh yes, 100%.
So what have you seen or done here that's been your favorite thing that you've done?
Actually, I'm waiting on the Trace Atkins concert because I have never seen him in concert, so that's going to be a good time. And here in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be on the resolutions committees, so that ought to be very helpful.
And would there be anything that you want to tell anybody watching this? Or
Come to a convention. You'll learn lots.
Well, I'd like to thank you for talking to us today and giving us your time.
All right, thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We have another interview today. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about you?
Yes. Okay, hi, my name's Chris Cornelius, and I'm from Wisconsin. I'm from the Wisconsin 8th District. I'm the commander there, and this is my first time attending the VFW conference, so I'm really excited to be here.
So what, people with the hat typically do something specific. What is yours about? And
Oh, my hat tells a little story about who I am and where I'm from. So I've actually attached the eagle feather that I was presented from my tribe. So I'm from the Oneida Indian Reservation in Wisconsin. And then on my hat also is I have the wampum belt. So the Oneida Nation is part of the Iroquois Confederacy. So that this wampum belt tells the story of the Iroquois Confederacy, and it was originally 5 nations and then it turned 6 nations.
it's really interesting.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about your service and what you've done?
Okay, so I served in the military. I joined right after high school. So I went from high school. I took the summer off, and then I signed up and joined the military. Originally, I wanted to go in and go into the military police, and that wasn't an option. But I think it was an option because I seen other people serving in that capacity that were shorter than me, but my recruiter said I was too short to serve in that. So I think someone told me a story. But anyway, so I ended up being a light wheeled vehicle mechanic. And so I joined right at age 18, and I went to Fort Dix, New Jersey. And then I ended up in Korea, 2nd Infantry Division, as a light wheeled vehicle mechanic in a medical battalion at Camp Casey.
So can you tell us, from being here, what has been your favorite thing that you've seen or done here?
Well, I think it's incredible that they have all these booths and exhibits here. It really it's a one-stop shop for the veterans that need anything. So I think that's one of the greatest things I've seen here, but there's also great networking that takes place. And they also have legal updates. So I was able to attend the legal update today where a congressman from the local area was there giving a legislative update on what they're doing for veterans.
So is there anything else you'd like to tell people watching this?
Well, I think if you haven't been here, you should come here. It's a great opportunity to network with other veterans and also just to get updates on what's going on with Veterans Affairs and helping other people.
Well, I'd like to thank you for your time and talking to us.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.